Okay, we're looking at creating a polynomial. So we're going to create like a function, which we kind of have here, using surface area. So we've given a volume function to start with. We have volume as a function of x. And essentially, volume is length times width times height. We have some box here. We'll say that this is the length. We'll say that this part here is the width. And, oh, I used the wrong color for that. Green was my width. And my height is this part here. Here's our height. Can I draw a straight line? Not bad. Okay, so that's how we solve volume, but they're going to ask us for surface area. So surface area is far more complex of a formula to build. If we want, we'll call it S for surface area as a function of x. What we're going to need is, I'm going to go about numbering these, okay? So I'm going to call my L times H my side 1, okay? And that would be the very front of this. And then the very back of this is still L times H, okay? We'll call that side 2. So essentially, we need side 1 plus side 2, okay? Because surface area is adding all the sides together. We're going to call my width times my height, that'll be the one on the right, we'll call that side 3. And then my width times my height over here, that will be my side 4. What color was I using? Green. So that's plus 3 plus 4. Okay, I'm just numbering them right now. Those aren't the actual values. Yeah. And what have we done? Front, back, left, right, bottom, top. So the top is the width times the length, and that will be our 5. And then the width times the length on the bottom, that will be our 6. So plus 5 plus 6. Okay, that makes sense. So we have a rectangular object should have 6 sides. We need to add all the sides together. Well, we have to break down what side 1 is times side 2. So I'm going to do that one step at a time and then plug values in. So again, our surface area. Side 1, we said, was our length. So we have L times our height. Plus, and side 2 is the exact same. L times height. 3. Side 3 was width times height. So we have our width times our height. And then duplicating again. It's the same thing. Width times height. And then finally, our side 5, which was the one on top, was length times width. So L plus W. Oh no, I left room. And then we duplicate it again. L plus W, right? L plus W. Okay, nice and color-coded. Wonderful. So, before I go plugging everything in, I can actually simplify this. LH, so length times height, plus length times height, those variables are the exact same. So instead of actually doing that, I can just say 2 times L times H. I'm not going to write the colors in anymore. So those two simplify. Essentially, I can just multiply them by 2. Okay? So then the same thing happens here. Plus 2 times W times H plus 2 times length times width. So I've now simplified that. I've made it much easier for plugging information in. Now I need to just get what my length is. Well, my length here was 2x plus 0.5. So this will now read 2 times, so length is 2x. I'm just going to say a half. And our h was x plus a half. X plus a half. Okay, so I've now just plugged the function values in for that part. Okay, now the next part. Plus 2. W was x minus a half. X minus 1/2. Our h, we already know here, it's in blue, is x plus a half. Okay, so we just did this part here. And then finally, the very end is 2. And then our length is 2x plus a half. And our height was x plus a half. Okay. Now, I could go about distributing all these values, but that's not what they're asking us. They just want it as a function. So the surface area as a function of x is equal to this equation. I've now built the polynomial. This would be considered like a type of factored form. If they want it in standard form, then we would go about all that distributing, which would literally take me at least 10, 15 minutes to do. It's very long, but this is essentially all the information you need for what they're asking.